an ideal world, the heaviest work a line producer does is in pre-production. And it's actually what everyone in a film should do. You should do the most of your work in pre-production so that when you get on set that first day, all you have to do is concentrate on the creative. But in the real world, that doesn't happen. And one of the biggest jobs that ends up being for a line producer and a unit production manager, if you happen to have two of them, is crisis management. Because there are so many people and so many circumstances involved, things can possibly go wrong at any time and generally do. I have had a monstrously wonderful experience in this most recent film I did with daily crisis management, including, but not limited to, hello, yes, oh, the director just got hit by a truck. Things like that happen. It's amazing. He got hit by a truck. He'd stepped out in front of a moving vehicle and got knocked 6 feet while everybody was watching. Luckily, he was not hurt. He did go to the hospital and was fine, but things like that happen. So then you're spending all your time running up, getting all the insurance paperwork done, dealing with the fact that the film commission is having a heart attack because someone got hit on a set. You have to be able to not lose it. You have to stay cool. You have to always try and be the calm one in the sea of the storm. And, but it does change things. Another incident that recently happened as far as crisis management is I'm sitting in the office and I get a phone call from the front desk at the hotel asking me if there's a woman in a particular room. I look on our list of rooms and yes indeed, there's a room that we have, but there's no women in there, or no women supposed to be in there. And they said, by the way, she's having a baby. And then I remember that one of our crew guys, one of our drivers, said his girlfriend was pregnant and due any minute. He never told me that he brought her to the hotel. So I go down to see this woman I've never seen in my entire life, who is 30 minutes from giving birth. And they're asking me, anyway, so they were asking me about how to handle, you know, what her history was. And I'm like, I don't know her. I just know she's in labor. And her water broke. So anyway, it was quite exciting. We have all kinds of things like that. We have instances where we had an actor, for example, using a gun for the first time and never used a gun before. And you always, when you're in firearms, and I'll talk about that in a few minutes, on-set safety. He fired the gun, the hammer came back and cut the heck out of his hand, and we had to stop production while he went to the hospital and got stitches. You have instances where cars don't go the direction they're supposed to do, like if you're filming a racing sequence, for example, and we had cameras set up in the car, the guy's with the camera, and the car comes right at the camera, and you jump, the guy gets out of the way, but the camera doesn't.